Hey everybody, today I would like to talk about a monster movie from the 1950s, 1956 to be exact, and that film is The She Creature. This is a movie that I tried watching when I was younger, and quite frankly, it didn't do it for me back then because I was younger and I wanted to just see a lot of monster action and a lot of craziness and savagery, and I didn't want to get bogged down with a heavy story. Well, these days, I really enjoy The She Creature. It's not one of the best movies out there, but I think it's very interesting for certain people who are willing to get into the occult and strange stories about mind control, we would say. In this case, the story is about a really nasty, evil hypnotist played by Chester Morris, who's really good as the villain here. And he possesses control over his beautiful assistant, played by Marla English. He's infatuated with her. He wants to possess her. He wants to control her. And he's able to have a mental hold over her that disables her from leaving him. She is completely his pawn, completely his property in a way, if you will, and he's definitely got a strong, sinister hold over her. But where the monster action comes in here, a little of it as there is in here, is that he's able every now and then, when it suits his need, to use his powers to regress her back in time, eons of ages ago, to a prehistoric humanoid monster, which was her past life, kind of like a reincarnation thing. I guess it's almost like in a past life, this beautiful woman was once a prehistoric sea monster, and that's an interesting angle to me, but it's played, really seriously. And from time to time, he commits crimes by hypnotizing her and making her mentally regress back into the physical form of the she creature who comes out of the sea and dishes death to whoever he feels like giving death. And I just think it's a really interesting, different kind of story. I don't know if it right now, without checking it deeper, if it has anything to do with old history or anything to do with maybe a past source, maybe an old novel or anything like that. But I find it absolutely intriguing these days. And the thing, as I said, is for younger viewers, and maybe for some older viewers, you have to be willing to invest the time and really get into the whole aura of it, the feeling of the idea of this hypnotist possessing this woman that he's completely infatuated with. And she vows that one of these days she will leave him. She will be able to get up and leave. And he says, as long as I'm alive, I will completely control you, or something like that. It's really, really creepy. But I have to say, I was intrigued with it. As I say, it's not a great movie. That's why, on a scale of 4 stars, I'd probably give it 2.5. 2.5 stars, which is not bad. Some people hear 2.5 out of 4 and they think, "Oh, that's not too good." No, that's above average. It's above average. It's not poor. It's not average. It's above average, and I definitely recommend people into 50s horror to give it a shot. I think this monster is one of the best designs for a creature ever, next to the classic Gilman, the creature from the Black Lagoon, which is probably my vote for the best looking monster ever, or at least the best looking 50s monster. But this one has a pretty good suit too. And this is a pretty good creature they conjured up here for this movie. So anyway, the She Creature, give it a spin.